When it comes to healing, which has been the major passion probably in my life since I've entered the ministry, I am very encouraged. We are seeing some major increases in this last 2 trips that we made to Brazil. We had 4 confirmed healings of inoperable cancer that when they opened them up to do the surgery, they just closed them back. 1 man and 3 women. The cancer had grown around vital organs, was very invasive, and they said there's nothing we can do. If we operate, we'll kill you. And in just these last 2 trips, we have 4 verified healings of people. They had 1 week to live to 4 weeks max to live. And it was just amazing things, a breakthrough we're beginning to see with cancer of a nature that we hadn't seen before. Another thing I'm excited about in healing that we're beginning to see is there's an increase in the interest of the people in the church for healing. And I believe this is going to be an issue the church is going to have to face. Just, what is the role of healing in the ministry? And I think this coming year we're going to see healing be a major part in the next few years. Actually, we're pioneering it this year, healing to be a major part of evangelistic crusades. I want to do what Billy Graham had done in preparation for meetings, getting the people together and to pray and invite the lost. But then I want to draw from Omar Cabrera, a famous healing evangelist of Argentina that used miracles and healing as a part of the gospel to draw the people and cause people to come to Christ. And then combine that with the 3rd strand in this rope. I feel like God is in a 3-stranded rope that won't be broken easily, is taking the wisdom and the emphasis of Carlos Anacondia about dealing with deliverance for those who have just come to the Lord and getting them set free. So I believe that healing will be very much a part of that. Another thing about healing that I'm excited about is I believe that there's going to be a greater degree of healing than anything we've ever seen. One of the reasons for that is a prophetic word that W.J. Seymour gave around 1909 or at the latest 1910, but I'm pretty sure it was 1909. And this was after there'd been all these experiences with the glory of God, the cloud of God's glory to be so strong at Azusa Street, sometimes it could be hard to see the floor. It was very common, and the cloud and the angels coming into the meetings as fire, people falling down within over half a mile away from the meeting. But this glory had lifted by 1909. It began in 1906 in Azusa Street. And Seymour had prophesied that in about 100 years, this glory was going to be restored to the church. And we're right on the precipice of that. And I am believing that that's going to have a major role in the kinds of healings that we're going to see, because when this was happening at Azusa Street, that's when they had the greatest miracles, the creative miracles, the limbs actually growing back, and major miracles happening spontaneously and sovereignly. And so I believe that we're on the precipice of entering into that. There's been a contending now for over about 100 years for this restoration. And if Seymour was correct in this, in the sense of hearing what God has said, I believe that it would eclipse even the kinds of miracles and healings crusades that we saw in the great 1948 healing revival. It is going to be an exciting time. I believe it's going to change the face of evangelism in the United States, and it's going to bring more glory to God.